shop today. We got Ryan Martin here, Fireball Camaro. Y'all probably seen him on Street Outlaws. So word around the street is you're building a Ranger 1500.
We are building a Ranger 1500, teamed up with Polaris this year to do an ultimate push vehicle. So you've been to the races with me before. You know that these hot rods that you 4,000 horsepower race cars, we push them to the starting line, fire them up right before the burnout box, blast the hit, take off, right? So what we need is something a little cooler than we got. We're using a Mini Cooper, which is all right, but it's kind of big, bulky, hard to fit in the trailer. So we thought, let's get something a lot cooler. So we got a Ranger 1500. It's got heat and AC.
Yep.
Okay. Those things are almost like cars these days, right? The air conditioning works good. So like, if my wife and son are sitting in the pits and it's 110 outside, they can sit inside that, no problem. But we couldn't leave it stock.
Of course not.
So where did I go? I came here. Like in the mecca of fabrication world for UTV products. So I called you guys, talked to Jeff, and I said, hey, what do we do? This is what I got. Tell me what we need to do. I didn't even really ask, but I know that I told them I wanted a long travel kit because I love the Defender with a long travel kit. And when I walked in back there to the shipping dock, there's a big old giant box of parts.
Tell us a little bit about what you're gonna do, because this is a stack of parts.
Holy shit.
That's just for the one.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is for the 1500, right? 1500, I was just telling everybody it's for our 1500. We teamed up with Polaris this year to build, I'm gonna kind of say the ultimate push vehicle for our race car.
Nice.
So basically, and I know you're not always in the drag in the know on the drag strip. You know all about the mud and the dirt and everything else. I know you have, but do you know what push vehicle is?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Heck yeah.
For those who don't know, we're pushing the car to the starting line with what you guys have seen us use a Mini Cooper sometimes. This year we're going to use a Polaris Ranger, and the reason why we're going to use a Polaris Ranger is because it's got heat and AC.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot cooler than a Mini Cooper. So we called up JC and the guys at Thumper Fab and said, what do y'all got cool for the Ranger? And apparently this is what they got cool for the Ranger.
It's a lot.
It does look like a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm just going to take a picture of this for myself.
We can't just have a normal push vehicle.
No.
Absolutely not.
No, yeah. So I'm just going to take a picture. I had no idea. So we talked, and I'll be honest with you. Remind me what we're going to do, because I don't even remember what we're going to do because it's been so long ago.
So,
I know we got to get your long travel kit because that's just normal.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've already got it on the Defender. You've been rocking that for a while.
Love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And
I'm telling you, that's my favorite UTV I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to top it with the Ranger, but we're going to try.
Yeah. Well, you definitely put it to the test. I've seen the video. So.
Yes, I have definitely put it to the test. Yeah, I definitely put it to the test. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So we're doing the long travel on the 1500, of course.
Yep.
That's going to let you run up to a 35-inch tire.
Love it.
I don't think you're going to need that ground clearance on the drag strip, but it's going to look good doing it.
And that is what we care about, is if it looks good.
Yep.
Javi's been saying that this is going to be a concrete cowboy.
Yeah, nice.
And I don't know what he means by that, but I think, I think he means that he thinks we're just going to use it at the drag strip and we're not going to use it
I thought it was just a cooler cart.
Yeah. So I have to say, I'm just guessing here, front, back, or something like that. Maybe the other way around.
No, this is a bumper up here.
Okay, so shit, I don't know that.
Bumper's big, so.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So, got the bumper up there, control arms down on the bottom.
Shocks.
Oh yeah, shocks. We've got...
That shit's serious. What's this? What the hell is this doing?
All these boxes...
That's building a box?
Are printed.
Y'all got a box building machine here? This is wild.
Have you seen how many boxes?
I see it, but y'all got an actual box building machine. I didn't even know they made them.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's wild. So
yeah, that's how you know that you sell a lot of stuff and you ship a lot of things when you have your own box building machine.
1.3 million pounds, right?
Yeah.
Like last
that's
year,
crazy.
like that.
So it just like folds all your boxes into whatever.
Yeah.
Man, y'all got it going on here, a box building machine. I've never even seen one of those.
I've never seen one. Me neither.
I would like to congratulate you on your box building machine. We'll have to do. And this guy probably has, this is like his workstation just for the box building machine.
Oh, well.
Oh, it's over there?
We have a whole
well, whatever he does, I'm sure is important too, but.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's got to make sure all the parts arrive on the right pallet and go to the right spot.
I thought I could see him over there going, and it was going cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I was like, oh man, he's controlling the box building machine.
Come check it out.
All right.
Come on, let's walk around.
It's pretty cool.
We've got some new stuff. So since the last time you were here, yeah, we had to start building our own boxes.
Just going to tell you, it's going to be hard to top this. It's gonna be hard to top this.
I don't know.
It's pretty damn cool.
It's pretty cool. It's one of those things you never knew you needed it until you heard about it. And you're like, man, this is actually pretty dang cool.
I'm not even going to ask you how much a box building machine costs.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it makes all this go a lot better.
I'm sure it does.
I mean, little boxes, big boxes, the boxes for the roofs. I mean, those things are huge.
Okay, I'm going to ask one more question. I'm going to leave the box building thing alone. So
okay.
you're telling me that thing builds this?
Yeah.
It really does?
Yeah.
Like the fold and everything and this part. Holy shit.
Scores it, cuts it, folds it.
That is
the whole
amazing.
9 yards. So.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stop making a big deal about that now.
When we say we do everything in house, man,
I see it.
It's all of it. So
I see it.
We got to get all this cool stuff we build out the door. So even probably since the last time, we've reorganized some of the front.
Yep.
We've kind of got more of our machine process going on up there. So we'll check out some of that. They're still installing it. We're trying to get it online. Okay. But really just trying to keep up with the demand. We've done more in suspension, more vehicles, more fitments. So
I assume added that machine to increase productivity?
Increase production. So yeah, we just got to keep up with our demand right now. And we want to be able to, by having something like that, we can do more with our design.
Sure.
We can get more creative. We can come up with new fixtures, stuff like that. So.
Still your R&D room?
Yep, still the R&D room. So come on, we'll go all to the front.
I'm telling you, them CF motos are really, they really come along, it's crazy, they come a long way for those.
Probably since the last time, I mean, what was it, about maybe a year ago or so?
I'd say it's been a year, maybe a little longer.
So just since then, I mean, probably just the amount of these black crates that are everywhere have increased tremendously. So he's ready to go to work.
Remember our friends? I do, isn't that cool? Sorry. I get sidetracked. I know this is ridiculous.
Laptop ready to go, man.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that a cool thing?
It is.
The toolbox company makes that.
They did us Boxo did us so we have a crimp tool and a fitting machine and all this stuff, like to make all of our our fuel lines there.
Yep.
They did us a thing just to carry all of our stuff.
Nice.
And so we just, like we're doing a car, we're gonna plumb a car, we just roll the box over to the car and work right there.
Nice. Yeah, they make some pretty cool stuff.
They really do.
We've got a couple of them running around, and I mean, it's a great place to set down the tablet and log production and check out what needs to be made, that sort of thing. So yeah, a lot more parts and stuff in progress. I mean, we've ramped up to keep up with new products that we've been coming out and just keep up with demand of a lot of the stuff that we're making. So, but this is the new CNC that they're installing right now. Okay. This is going to help us tremendously. All of our suspension, all of our ball joint housings, all of our bushing tubes, everything that we machine. I mean, it's not just us, taking and cutting off a piece of pipe and welding it on there. Right. I mean, everything we're doing is, to tight tolerances, precision made. So
sure. Yeah, you got to make sure the ball joints pressed in correctly and it doesn't have too much slop or whatever. So everything's got to be very precise. Yep. Makes sense. So,
and we can do that, and I mean, it just make sure you keep it running out there on the trail.
So what's this? I know it's a machine. So I know this is a new machine. What is this machine's job going to be?
Bushing tubes, a lot of our smaller CNC parts. There'll be another machine that'll be set up. They'll do some of the larger stuff, but this one will do. You'd be surprised just how many tiny little parts we have that go into all these different things, from spacers to bushing tubes, housings. All of our audio roof enclosures require a bunch of machine parts. So this just, like I said, lets us not only keep up with that production, but the level of I don't know, I'd say coolness that machine has and the features that it has is really going to let us step up our design to that next level. Sure. Some stuff that we haven't been able to do yet. So pretty excited about that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
that's awesome. That thing's still cranking things out, I see.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Big giant piece of equipment.
Yeah.
The robot still hard at work. What's her name? Deborah. The robot's name is Deborah. I remember she had a name. I couldn't remember what it was. Deborah. How's that thing been?
Great. So
this is probably one of the most state-of-the-art UTV fabrication companies. I'm going to say that if that sounds right to you. That I've seen. I'm not going to bring up the box building machine again because it's also really cool, but it's pretty awesome.
The coolest thing we make here can't be a box.
I know, it's ridiculous.
But it's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong.
I really am. Before that, that's pretty cool. But what's that guy doing? Looks like he is making one of your roofs.
That's it.
Yeah,
So,
I recognize that because of the speaker holes in the top. That's how I knew it.
starts off as a piece of flat, and they'll go and start bending it up and making it into a roof. So
You can see they're already starting to bend that one that's on the roof.
Ah, yes.
Yep. So,
Okay, that's super cool.
but yeah, man.
That looks like a razor roof, actually.
But yeah,
Awesome. So what have y'all, since I've been here a year ago, what have you guys, that you can think of off the top of your head, what have you added to the lineup? For people that like, you know the whole ATV, UTV craze is even more popular today than it was last year, which I didn't think that was possible.
so
But what have y'all added?
like what you're building right now with the 1500.
Yep.
The 1500 and the Expedition, we've come out with a ton for both those vehicles.
Awesome.
Polaris really, I'd say, stepped it up and created an entirely new category in the market with those
Right.
two vehicles alone. So it took us a lot of time to R&D and design and work on those two. We've got a ton all the way around the vehicle, from suspension to bumpers to protection equipment, roof racks, I mean all kinds of different stuff.
So if you got a new 1500 or a new Expedition, this is the place you want to look up and see what they got, because it sounds like they got everything.
Oh yeah.
So, and I highly doubt that I have everything for the 1500, but we're going to start with what we got. We'll show y'all how the long travel works and the new shocks and all that type of stuff, and then I'm sure I'll call you and go, hey, I would like to get this now.
Yep. Believe it or not.
You definitely need fender flares, too.
Really?
Yeah, because you're not just going to keep this at the track.
No, I won't. We joke around that we are, but we're going to probably break it at some point too. So
Yeah.
yeah. What are the you have anything with fender flares on it here?
Defender, Ranger,
Yeah, up front.
yeah.
Let's go look.
Okay.
Right out here, actually.
What could y'all have? What were you just saying? So if we come back in a year, another year, what kind of surprises are y'all gonna have then?
Hey, no telling.
I don't know, man.
Y'all got a box building machine. Did you know that?
We need a wheel machine.
I heard about
There's a machine that builds boxes back there. I don't know if you knew that or not.
So new products on that one.
Okay.
On both of them, actually.
Heck yeah.
Upper rooftop on the existing roof rack, and then Defender, fender flare. Say that 3 times.
Defender flares.
Defender flares.
Defender flare.
Yeah.
Defender fender flare. I could see how it could be a tongue twister. Defender fender flare.
Speaking of special ed,
Yeah. Yeah. Stop. Hey, I told you that in confidence.
I know.
I do not appreciate you bringing it back up.
Camera rolling.
Those are cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to load my stuff up, and if I can get home at a decent time this weekend, we want to start on that on Monday.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it, man.
Yeah, I'll be excited.
This is going
for
to be
sure.
the coolest cooler push cart
Yeah.
on the
We're
track.
going to tie it into the race car some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Hobby said something about putting a parachute on the back of it.
Sweet.
I'm not really, but like we could put it in the receiver hitch, mount a deal right there. That'd be cool. Well, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, man.
Very much. It's good to see you. Sorry that I
Yeah.
popped in on you.
Oh, man.
Very good to see you, man.
Yeah.
You too. I'm gonna sell this piece of paper on eBay.
Yeah, you won't get a lot.
I can imagine. So be sure to follow Fireball Camaro, Thumper Fab. Y'all are gonna have to stay tuned. This is a collaboration you're not gonna want to miss.